Here's our Joel. He's been a project manager at this company for about 2 years now. It's a demanding role where tight deadlines, managing multiple stakeholders, and handling criticism come with the territory. From clients to team members, Joel's often caught in the crossfire. And with the pressure building, you can imagine how his mental health takes a hit. Let's give Joel a helping hand. How can he manage these critiques more maturely and, more importantly, without losing his peace of mind? Well, let's start by understanding that not all criticism is the same. It can come in many shapes and forms, and knowing the different types Joel faces can help him respond like a pro. This is key to turning criticism into an opportunity for growth rather than something that breaks him down. So, what kinds of criticism does Joel face in his role? Let's walk through a few common types: constructive criticism, destructive criticism, personal criticism, feedback-based criticism, comparative criticism, and overgeneralized criticism. By knowing what type of criticism you're facing, you can figure out the best way to handle it. But here's a tip that works no matter what. Staying calm and understanding the feedback solves half of the problem. Keeping a clear head will help you separate the noise from what really matters. Constructive criticism. This one is meant to help you grow and improve. It offers actionable feedback that you can use to correct mistakes and ultimately perform better. You should embrace the given feedback and work on it. Treat constructive criticism like a gift. Even if it's delivered harshly, try not to let your ego take over. Stay calm and remember that it's meant for your growth. Ultimately, handling it well benefits both you and your team. Here's a tip. Start a feedback journal where you jot down any constructive criticism and track how you respond to it. Over time, you'll see patterns in your growth. Destructive criticism. Now, destructive criticism is different. It's meant to hurt, undermine, or simply vent frustration. Often it's vague and hostile, and it's more about tearing you down than helping you improve. What you need to do is detach emotionally. When faced with destructive criticism, try to separate yourself emotionally from it. Remember, it's not about you personally, even if it feels that way. When you feel attacked, practice mindfulness or take a moment to breathe. Responding in a calm state can change the dynamic. If the feedback is vague, ask for more specifics to focus on productive solutions. But always know that sometimes it's best to let go of what adds no value. Feedback-based criticism. This criticism is usually backed by data or specific observations. It's meant to guide you toward improvement, and while it can sting, it's often the most useful. What you need to do is analyze the feedback. Look at the facts. Is the feedback valid, and can you do something about it? Here's a tip. Use a feedback filter to categorize the critique into actionable, needs more information, or not applicable. This keeps you focused on what you can control. Personal criticism. Personal criticism is the most difficult to handle because it attacks you as a person. It's harder to detach emotionally from it because it feels like a blow to your character. It's good to shift the focus from yourself to the actual problem. Ask yourself, what's the real issue here? That way, you can handle it objectively. Here's a tip. Imagine a friend is receiving this criticism. How would you advise them to react? This can give you a more balanced perspective. Remind yourself of your strengths and past achievements. Listening to positive affirmations can help you stay centered. Comparative criticism. This happens when you're compared to others, sometimes with good intentions, but often in ways that feel unfair or demoralizing. First, ask yourself, is this comparison fair, or is it just another way to pressure you? If the comparison is fair, recognize areas where others may excel and learn from them. Use the comparison as an opportunity for growth. Identify specific skills or strategies used by the person being compared to, and develop a plan to adopt them. If the comparison is unfair, well, you know what to do. Now, take a moment to reflect on how you've handled criticism in the past. Were you reactive, or did you take it as a chance to grow? No matter what kind of criticism you're dealing with, always remember, it's not the feedback itself that defines your success. It's your response that shapes your future. Studies show that those who embrace feedback and criticism tend to rise faster in their careers, achieve more success, and experience greater job satisfaction. In the end, it's not the criticism that holds you back. It's how you use it to propel yourself forward that matters. Treat criticism as fuel for growth, and you'll find that no setback can stop your progress.